do that, right?
Absolutely.
And so if you were, do you teach at all?
I'm getting into teaching now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so is that something that you really encourage?
Yeah, that's something that will be a staple in all of my lessons. You know, I can show you what I do, and that has worked for me. And I'm not saying it won't work for other people, but I'm sure if you bring you to the table, people will want what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
And it's all about that. It's not, you know, like I said, the drummers that helped me out, I'll take, you know, Gareth Brown, who was a major influence of mine. If I'd have just tried to be Gareth, then I might not have be as far as I am in my career now, as if I chose to be myself. So, you know, if I'd have carried on just trying to be Gareth, we'd be like, well, we can just call Gareth.
Yeah, yeah. And you will never be him, right?
Exactly. I'll never be him, and he'll never be me. I will be the best at being me. So that's that. You know, that's the whole emphasis.
Yeah, because I can see how over the next like however many years, when all these new up and coming musicians come up, you know, it must be so hard to like put the blinkers on where you go on Instagram and it's like, oh, this guy just did this cool chop, like I'll just learn that. And then you're over here and then you do this and this and this, and then you're never actually, you're straying so far away from yourself that you like almost lose that sense of self, you know.
Definitely.
Like, even if you see people, even if you think, right, I want to be like get really good with and familiar with linear patterns.
Yeah.
But if you think you're only doing that because someone else is doing it, like it's not going to get you very far.
Exactly.
You have to do it because it's authentic. People can smell inauthenticity, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And obviously we're living in an age of heavy comparisons because of social media. But you know, if we just spend time comparing ourselves to what other people are doing and not working on ourselves, and you know what makes us happy and what makes us sound great, you know, then you know we won't get to that point where we are putting out our own content, sounding great in what we're doing, and getting the engagement that those other drummers are going to get.
Yeah. Plus, also, I'm sure you've seen it at your level where, you know, if it's within your like sphere to you're just like a real pocket player. You're not really that flashy, you know, but then you try and be something else. Like what I've seen over the last couple of months doing these podcasts, especially when people talk about auditions, is like people will come in and they will watch the other people do the auditions. And if they are like big shedders or something, they then think like, oh, well, maybe this is a shed. Maybe I just have to do that. And more often than not, the people that go in and just play how they play and maybe don't play that much, they get the job.
Absolutely. Yeah, because they're being themselves. And, you know, like you said, people can smell inauthenticity. They can smell it like from the gate. So it's all about just being yourself and working to your strengths. Working on your weaknesses, but working to your strengths more.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you would advise working on to be in a pop gig like the ones that you've been doing?
Listen to music, listen to all styles of music. Don't box yourself in. And, you know, play along to music as well. Practice to music as much as you can. If you've got the access to, you know, a kit at home, put on your that music from iTunes and just go for it. You know, and then take the parts and, you know, just take a song off the radio and try and decipher what the drum part is. That will get you into, you know, the learning mode of a professional musician. You know, try and take that drum part, really lock in, find a hi-hat pattern, find a kick pattern, find a snare drum. You know, even with tuning as well, if you want to mess around and try and find the closest tuning on your drum to that sound, do that for 2 hours and then move on. You know, it's stuff like that can help improve you and kind of help you transition smoother when it comes to a professional setting.
Yeah. And so it's like that active listening, right? Rather than just like going through the motions.
Yeah. And yeah, rather than just going, putting on a song and shedding to it, then, you know, you can do that and then be like, okay, I'm going to put the same song on and then I'm going to play it straight the whole way through 3 times. and then I'm going to shed it 3 times, and then I'm going to, you know, I'm going to find different ways to kind of accentuate like vocal hits, or, you know, different lyrics. There's stuff like that that can help you with your musicality as well.